My name is Varsha and I'm part of Varsha and Pradeep Architects. We are based in Chennai. When it comes to designing buildings, we like to design all kinds of buildings because that's exciting for us. When it comes to interior spaces, our strength is doing corporate interiors and institutional interiors. And recently, personally, I took up a PhD program with the IIT Madras, and that has changed the way I look at design. And I approach designs much more holistically now. And I feel surprised that how when the approach changes, even the results are different. So when it comes to education, I look at education in two ways, because I see a lot of work happening in the higher level education like universities and especially B schools and all. But I look at education at the the middle school level also, and I feel it is equally important there because the same fundamentals apply. If you see a university where the teaching needs to happen in a quiet environment without disturbances, people need to hear every single thing which the professor is telling them, and the same thing applies to schools. And on the other hand, when you look at workspaces in universities and educational institutions, when even a lot of sound awareness is there in those spaces, so that they can work with concentration and produce good research and do good work. And I think more than that, it applies to middle schools. That when it'll even inspire children to look at schools differently, and it will greatly improve the quality of space in school. So I feel that in the education sector, it's schools which need to take it up also on a large scale. A teacher is like delivering a lecture to a class, and the acoustics aren't good, then the person isn't sure how much of it is reaching the audience. And that becomes a bit distracting. Once you don't have to worry about echo, acoustics and reverberations, then you can just focus on your teaching and be sure that your message is getting across. When an employee goes to his office or her office, one response which I see as part of my studies is they feel different. So one of the big aspects in that is the sound quality in the office space is different to most offices. So when they are there, they just feel that they can work with more focus compared to other spaces, like for instance their homes. And it does affect their productivity at the end of it, because there's a lot of even device sounds in offices, like clanging of keyboards and people, such sounds from machines, which also the acoustics of the office helps to absorb. One need which I see is that we are seeing that open plan offices actually are very distracting for employees after especially they've done work from home. Yeah, so virtual meetings and all that depends a lot on acoustics, because as it is, there are so many people connecting on a virtual platform. And if the sound quality isn't good, then clarity is bad and the meeting is just not productive. So these days in open offices, actually, in some of the offices we do, clients even expect to have a VC facility in the open office floor itself. So it's very important that acoustics in the whole office is good and designed for it. Clients, and especially corporate clients, employees is their biggest resource, and they do a lot to make their work comfortable. They make sure that they provide them world-class facilities. They look at whether they are able to work effectively, what are the factors which disturb them. So sound is one of them. So they want to provide proper acoustics in the workspace and the meeting rooms. Sustainability is important to clients because it's a mandate which comes from above to all managers and organizations to follow. So all the products they want to use, if they are green, sustainable, which many of them are, is a consideration. Acoustic treatments in offices actually have a very big aesthetic impact on offices because it gives us designers a lot of things to do. We have these materials which are curved and which can be put anywhere. I mean, it's up to us. Ceiling and wall is there, but yeah, and you may have seen examples of especially double height spaces, atriums, offices. People have done like fantastic work with the acoustics. The good thing in Senkomen ceiling products is that all of them have a good NRC product, so that's like a base for them. And when it comes to slightly special products which are different from the others, other slightly different products of Senkomen like the EcoPhone Solo, which comes in different shapes, gives us a lot of flexibility to use in the ceilings, which are mostly open ceilings now. So I have used a lot of such shapes in tandem with light fixtures, and which creates a lot of interesting effects in offices.